Welcome to EJH British Cars. Today we're going to give you an update on the TR2. We started in on the bodywork. So far we've just been cutting stuff out, but we'll give you a look. Now the last time you saw this, it was just sitting on the ground and it was all intact. But as you can see, we got the right front door out and we got it up on the lift. These arms lock in, so this is actually working out pretty well. I put it on these 4x4s just to kind of spread the weight out and not be the pad sitting on one edge. And of course we put these upper braces in months ago before we took the body off the frame. So this car was originally sold in Germany and it looks like it's been in California most of its life, but it did sit in a field, and I really think it sat with wet carpets because you can see how much daylight you can see coming through. So the floors are rusty in about the first inch. Then after that, it's not so bad. So the floors came out in several pieces, and of course getting them off of the A and B pillars, there's the B pillar, was a difficult part. So this is the old piece of floor, so where my hand's at is where the rear door post is, the B post, and then this would be the rocker panels, and then that goes to the front fender. So as you can see, there's actually three pieces. There's this sort of rectangular section, which is two pieces of sheet metal spot welded together. Then there's an outer rocker cover, which is mostly gone. And the hard part is, you can see the remnants here, that the post for the B channel comes down and welds around like that. So I sort of had to get in there and hacksaw and cut, and I was using my spot weld drill. Did a nice job on it. And very similar thing here at the A pillar as well. You can see where it was welded there and across the top and in here. So you can see this is really just a rusty mess, so I was just kind of cutting it up as I went, not worrying too much. This is the bottom of the B post. You can see there was a lot of plastic in here. So I cut it out a little bit so I could get in here and cut this. So this is the bottom of the post. This is where that rectangular section fitted in. And this piece here is really pretty much gone. So we're going to need to cut this and replace that. We'll work on replacing this later. And similar up here. Here's the A pillar coming down. And that rectangular piece comes through here. And then this was welded on. This is not quite as rusty. And then this needs to be replaced. The bottom of that was welded to the flange on the top of that rectangular piece coming through. And the floor sits, this panel, kick panel comes down, and it's got a 90 degree, about a ½ inch lip. And you can see that's all rusted. And we had the same problem. This side's still together, but this side was really frilly here. So we cut that off. And if you watch the video of the Harbor Freight brake bend, I made up a piece for that and spot welded this on with my new spot welder, also another video. The one mistake I did make, I should have cut some templates with cardboard before I cut this, but fortunately what I'll do is I'm going to make them today. I'll do it and make this side and then spin it around and do the other side, because they should be the same both sides. And this, if you look, this comes back, and then right here it changes line again. So I'll do cardboard template there. I'll do one at this break point and one at the rear as well. And then this little piece here is all frilly, and that's just flat. So I bought a piece of sheet metal from a local scrapyard, and we'll cut a piece for that later. We're going to have to replace all this stuff. This is all just falling apart. And get some steel in there. This is actually good. From here on in, the metal that's here is in that new inner rocker box. So there's actually three pieces. There's a floor section that comes across and does the whole big hole. But there's the rectangular piece, which is called the inner seal. And then there's a U-shaped piece, which is called the outer seal. So this is a piece of cardboard that I've been saving these up. These are really nice. This is Costco boxes of cereal, but they're really heavy. So they're a nice gauge to hold their shape but still be flexible enough to work around corners. I've also used cardboard boxes from 12 packs of soda, but they're a slightly lighter gauge, but most everybody's got those. Oh, there's a new flange in place, so not the prettiest weld, but I miscut a little bit, so I was filling back in with the welder a pretty big gap. So one thing you can do, if you've got a big gap or you're trying to fix a hole, if you take a piece of flat copper and put it behind, it'll give you something to weld to, and the welder won't weld to the copper. So it's actually pretty handy, but you can see I made a bad measurement, so you can see the kind of gap I was filling up in some of this. Anyway, so we're getting there. It's slow, but steady. I decided to treat myself too. I bought a bigger bottle for the gas, the CO, carbon dioxide and argon. I had a bottle that was about half that size before, so I'm going to do quite a bit of welding, so I upgraded to a bigger one. So I think that's it for today. It's getting dark and it's going to rain for the next couple of days, so I figure I get something out to you guys. You have to excuse me. I'm dirty from grinding and I got my cute little welding cap on. But that's how it goes. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next time.